It's Rick without the K. James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching.
I got a question for you.
All right. Uh-oh.
If you had to choose between being a poor man,
Already chosen.
a poor man who had a phenomenal and forever healthy digestive system where everything worked well, you shitted great, you felt good, you never had no stomach issues ever in your life, guaranteed, promised. Or would you rather be a rich man who halfway through your life, you're rich your whole life, but halfway through your life, your guts just start fucking falling apart on the inside. And you just have to fucking thug it out for the next 40 years of your life.
How rich am I?
You're like, fuck everybody rich.
Oh, so I can get doctors to help me out with my stomach problem.
But the same way I'm guaranteeing the poor man phenomenal health forever, no questions asked, I'm guaranteeing you that by the time you get halfway through your life, your shit is going to start falling apart, no questions asked.
That's... Seeing that I'm already poor and I have IBS, damn, I think I got fucked both ways. But I kind of think of this question as the same way I normally tell my friends. I'm like, look, man, I feel like I only have a certain amount of time left anyway. So if someone promised me that my next 15 years of life was going to be great, then I'm taking the next 15 years of life being great, bro. Like, right. Who gives a fuck about after that, you know? After I'm 58, who wants to live after 58?
Right.
Again, I've worked in old folks' homes. Like, at 80, 90, 95, when you're shitting on yourself, you can't think about it. Like, who the fuck wants to be that old? I don't want to be that old.
Right.
So, I don't know. But a bowel issue, I don't know if I want to, because I've also been on the other side of there to be the healthcare. I remember I felt bad that there was this guy that I was caring for. I went on lunch or some shit. They called me. I had a little phone on me or whatever when the nursing station called, and I was like, yeah, I'm out to lunch. And they're like, oh, okay, well, never mind. I hung up the phone, spent another 25 minutes on my lunch, came back, and this bitch-ass nurse didn't go help this man. He literally shit himself, the bed. Old Mexican dude, barely spoke English. But I came back, and his whole full back was full of shit. And it was blood and feces. Damn. It was all over and he was trying to clean up himself when I came back. And I felt so bad for this dude.
Damn, bro.
Because you could see he was embarrassed. But he was also there for like colon cancer and other things. And it's one of those things where you're like, dude, like I was mad at the nurse that was like, bitch, you know I'm on break. Fucking help this dude.
That's terrible, bro.
Like,
that's terrible.
So to answer your question, I've been on the other side of cleaning up that shit, bro. So...
and nobody deserves to go through that.
And nobody deserves that.
That's to clean up some old Mexican man's dookie.
That's wanting to help your bitch ass like her monkey ass. Shots out right now.
Right.
Thrive. Yeah.
Oh, they thriving. So what would you rather be?
So, I think I'd rather be poor then, bro. But I'm used to being poor, so I'm okay with that. Where, again, man, I'm one of those people that it may not seem like it now, but I'm a dude that is so on the principles of shit that I don't really care. Like, I don't really care sometimes. And that's hard for people to grasp.
Yeah.
That I will go live in my car if that means that I'm going to show you that I'm right, God damn it. Like, 'cause I'm about those principles. And I'm stupid like that. because I just am. And I've been there.
Right.
I've lived in my car before.
All because you wanted to be right?
Yeah. I've fucking...
What were you arguing about?
I love the fact that it's so funny to you. But, fucking... when I was 15, I got kicked out of my house, right? Yeah. And I knew that I shouldn't have been kicked out. Why are you laughing so much,
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. It's something happened earlier today. I'm just crossed my mind. No, go ahead.
So, and there's been several instances in my life, bro, where again, I wish I wasn't so hard-headed sometimes. Because it's, my dad used to tell me growing up, like sometimes, mijo, you got to learn how to swallow your own pride.
Yeah.
You got to make
That's not bad advice.
Your throat be a little bigger. And I'm like, fuck that shit, bro.
It's questionable.
And I'm like, no. And lately I've been coming and learning how to be a different me. But for the most part, no matter what it is, especially if I know I'm right, bro, like my custody issues. I knew I was a good father. Like, fuck our relationship. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we didn't get along, but I'm going to hold on to that.
Right.
And to this day, that's why both my kids live with me now.
Right.
Like, I ain't got to badmouth you. I just got to show my kids that I'm not what you're saying that I am. Mm-hmm. And that's why they live with me. And now I feel like you're the one that's paying the price. And that's sad because I've never turned my kids away from being with their mother.
Right.
But it's sad when, their sister's birthday's on the 4th. And I was telling my son, I said, hey, you going over there? Because I expect them to go over there on the 4th. I don't expect them to be with me. Yes, it would be nice and hang out and barbecue and bullshit. Yeah. But I'm like, you want to go be with your sibling. And I have to remind my son that his sister's birthday and you might want to check with your mom.
Right.
So I'm telling, and my other son's like, Mom didn't tell you that she's going over on so-and-so's house? And I'm like, you haven't? And my son's like, I haven't talked to Mom in like over a week. I'm like, well, text her and find out. And not because I want you to come to my shit on Tuesday, but see where you're going, stupid. Yeah, you have the Tuesday off, so go figure it out and don't wait till the last moment because all you're going to do is piss off your mom even more because it's going to show that you don't care.
Right.
So it's things like that. Again, she's never going to fucking give me credit like I would do that. But I'm like, why would I keep them away? Because, again, how does that benefit me by trying to be an asshole and keep my son away from something that I know he wants to be with?
Right.
It's just going to work against me.
In the long run, it absolutely will, yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, hey, go have fun, mijo. And if you guys get done or whatever, I'll be at my boy Lee's house. Come through. We'll be swimming and barbecuing and shit.
So in that case, you knew you were right. You stuck to your guns, but you didn't have to like move into your car or anything like that, right? Like that wasn't one of those situations.
Yeah, sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I remember the second time I had to go back to court. I didn't have the money for it. I didn't have the money for it. Like, we just spent a lot of money to go through the court system, and then she pulled some shit on me. So I had to go live in a room.
Wow. Okay.
I had to go put more hours in, save up the money I needed for the second attorney.
Right.
So there's that shit where, again, did I get back my kids even more time? Oh, I got my kids less time. I got shit that happened to me during court. Yeah. But it was me sticking to the guns because I wouldn't want my kids to sit back, and I've always thought of that too. I'm like, maybe they can't read it until they're 18, but read the court paperwork.
Right.
See who's lying. See who said what happened. And there's not once that my kids can be like, oh, my dad didn't fight for me. No, because I owe this attorney $20-something thousand, and then I owe this attorney $45,000. So, and I always made it a point because, again, my father had the same issues, except he didn't give a fuck and was like, hey, you keep the kids. I'm not going to fight for them.
He let it go easy.
Yeah, he was like, that ain't worth the fight. And I always thought to myself, there ain't nothing bigger that's worth the fight.
That's the biggest fight right there.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah, that's real.
So, I mean, luckily on the second attorney, bro, I tell people, luckily that's when I learned that if your attorney becomes a judge, they wipe away all that debt. So we just got lucky that second attorney became a judge. So
if your attorney
becomes a judge,
they wipe away the debt
because it's a conflict of interest.
Oh,
so
shit.
The moment they take that judgeship and get sworn in,
they all
all their
money
prior clients, they can't go on and get their money.
Wow, bro.
So that's the attorney you look for, guys.
The one that's on the verge of becoming a judge.
On verge of being a judge.
That's a great tip right there, dog.
And the only reason I found out is because I had a friend who had the same attorney. And I was telling him, because, you pay these retainers and they fucking use the retainer like that.
Yeah.
You go and drop $5,000-$6,000. And then before you even make it to court, they're like, hey, we've already used your whole retainer. Now you got to pay. And like my attorney, we had 3 days in fucking court. And each day was like 10, 15 grand or whatever, right? So, because they're there all day. And I think we were up to like 40 something grand or whatever. And I was telling my boy, who had the same attorney, and I was like, yeah, man, dude's calling me up trying to get money and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know how much I'm going to be able to pay him this month. And he goes, pay him? He goes, you didn't hear? And I was like, well, what are you talking about? He goes, yeah, he just took a judgeship. The reason he keeps calling you is because the moment he gets sworn in, he can't come back for any of that money. He goes, fuck that, we ain't paying this motherfucker.
Damn, that's a fucking come up right there, dog. It's the best fucking news you can hear.
And I was like, and mind you, the dude was a great fucking attorney. So I know he's probably a good judge and he did his job. But again, was it really worth fucking $40,000 for 3 days in court? Like, I don't know. And he did his job. And, unfortunately, she still got what she wanted through the whole thing. And I've said it before. I think it's in the court paperwork as well. Is she lied on stage and she still got what she wanted.
Damn.
Even though we had in deposition that she lied. So at that point, I tell people that's where I tapped out and was like, fuck this. If she can get up here, lie, and plagiarize herself and still get what she wants, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Like I ain't playing with that shit no more.
Yeah. I'm tapped out. I can't afford this shit no more. Just give her the kids, and if I can get them on the weekends, I'll be the best dad that I can be on the weekends.
Well, I hope the kids are listening. Don't do what dad did. Don't fucking get married. Know that shit.
And don't have kids.
Right? You're the worst thing that ever happened to me. Learn from it. That's comedy, bro.
Right,
you got any more?
Nah.
That's pretty good, though, man. We got some pretty good content on that one. Tune in to the next one.
You look tired as shit, bro.
I'm high as shit.
I felt like I did most of the talking.
Well, you did, but that's okay though, because you were telling your story.
Boy, Charlie Murphy, my main man, Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying. I can't breathe.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you for watching.